So we've been going back and forth for a couple of weeks now with producer Lewis about his possible belief in the paranormal, in psychic mediums, in predicting the future. And as you know, Lewis is somewhat of a believer. Natan, TV director Natan, on the other hand, seems to be, I guess we could call him a
skeptic.
A skeptic, for sure. And I don't know where I fall. I mean, I haven't had these experiences that Lewis has described. I just really don't know. I guess I would say I am a skeptic. And joining us today is Rebecca Ann, who's a psychic medium and author from RebeccaAnn.org. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
I want to go through this step by step.
There's
I don't
so
even
much.
know where to start. When did you first realize you had abilities, and describe the abilities that you have? Because I don't want to over or understate them.
I don't think you can, because
Okay.
it's really not even something you can define. So first, there was, when I was really young, about 5 years old, I started seeing my loved ones in spirit. Like my mom's father had passed away, and it was situation after situation. And nobody ever told me that that wasn't normal. They kind of liked it because, hey, talk to my dad for me kind of thing. But I've always known that I had a little bit more insight than the average perception. And it wasn't until I was in like the dark corners of the college library when I went, wow, there's names for this kind of stuff that I have. And, kind of dived into that a little bit. And psychic medium, I'm perceptive of what can't be seen or what's not common knowledge. And that's through psychic and through mediumship. So, yeah, I see dead people.
So, but... Can you, there's a lot of aspects to this.
There's so much to
The one
this.
I want to get into is the future, right? Predicting the future. A lot of
Right.
people will say, well, if a so-called psychic could predict the future, then why wouldn't they just win the lottery? Why wouldn't they just figure out a way to get into a position to whatever, right?
Who's to say they didn't?
Well, but explain that to me. Have
Well,
you done that? Is that something you've done?
No, because I do go for the work straight for the heart. I do try to make what I do a very big healing situation for a lot of people that I work with.
But while doing that, why not?
I can't tell you how many times I've walked into the casino going, okay, which one of you is glowing? Like, give me a sign of which machine.
So you can tell
I can't
that.
get that.
You can't.
No,
I see.
Can't.
Interesting.
I don't know if it's good versus evil or not, but I mean, as far as the future, yeah, of course we can. And who would really want, do you think the government wants us to know? Do you think the casinos want psychics walking around? So it's kind of hard to go that one step further into the future all the time to be 100%. You can't go 100%. I got 5 out of the 6 lotto numbers as they were being drawn.
What do you mean as they were being
So
drawn?
it's almost like a sense of chance. So if the slot machines are chance, it's hard for me to see which one is going to win. But if something is already set into motion, then I can kind of guess it. So like
what you're
as
saying,
the ball is going up the tube, I can go, it's a 9, and it comes up a 9.
There's James Randi's $1 million challenge, and nobody has been able to do it. You'd think somebody would just take the $1 million. I don't know.
The reality of that is it costs a lot of money just to even get into the competition, step by step by step. And then he requires you to describe exactly what you're going to do, and you have to follow it to a T, that trait that you're trying to prove to him to get that $1 million. When is the future ever that predictable? And paranormal is definitely not that easy to define. I don't have control over what I get. I don't know any psychics or mediums who have control over the spirits that come through when they do, or who comes through when they do. So it's kind of hard to, he's putting out an impossible human thing. It's almost like making somebody saying you have to walk on that line and you have to walk straight, but it's not a straight line, so you'll never pass it.
So there's no psychic that would be able to have the abilities to the degree that he is suggesting.
I hope someday somebody does, but it would take me hundreds of man hours just to apply and get in. So, and a lot of people have done it, but it's a lot of work. It's like a second job to get through that competition.
Yeah, but it seems like it seems like to whichever psychic does it, it's a career, it's a yellow, a gold lined road. If you do it, wouldn't it be worth it?
What will it really do for them if they win, other than $1 million, which would be nice?
A lot of notoriety. It would prove beyond a reasonable doubt.
All the skeptics will still say it's a fraud, it's a scam.
Exactly.
Let's move on to Lewis a little bit here. I would like to get your inkling on what you can get from Lewis. Now, albeit there's a lot of information about all of us on the internet.
We'd like to
There
do
is stuff about you on
We'd
the
like to
internet.
do everybody in the room, not just me.
Okay, Okay, but
Yeah.
if we start with Lewis here, what can you gather about Lewis that maybe I wouldn't know? I've known Lewis since I was 7 years old.
Okay.
Give me your sense of Lewis here as a person. What don't we know about Lewis? What can you see, maybe in his future or about him?
Well, let me just cover really quick the searching on the internet thing. That would be like a very full-time job. If for me to get where I am in this line of work is definitely not because I'm some search engine guru.
No, you're not a Google person. No, fair enough. I want to make clear that there are things about Lewis that anybody could know from the internet.
Well, I think that I'm surprised you're not wearing one of your T-shirt collection.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have a very huge T-shirt collection. I also wrote down a number of things on my way here. I gave you that to look over, so you'll have to let me know if any of that connects. I couldn't get off like hard rock stations. I'm thinking to myself that you must have some alternative music taste that I don't know if I can understand all the words.
Okay, let me jump in right now. Let me jump in right now. Hold on a second. Let's all go one at a time. All of these things are common themes on the show. So so far, anybody who listens to the show would know all this stuff. Lewis is in a metal band. It's all online.
Oh my God. I
There's
didn't
videos.
know that. Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
All right.
I am in a metal band.
Okay, but so far everything
You
is
are.
true. Everything's true.
Are you the singer?
No.
Okay.
Guitar.
Guitar. But you sing? Or do you scream with them?
No, I don't. I have a secret passion to, but I don't.
He never makes a peep. I mean, we don't hear of anything come out of his mouth during these shows.
All right. I can honor you telling me what's on the show, but you got to understand, I only watched one, just the one.
Fair enough.
The day that you know.
Okay.
And I read the About page because I wanted to try to go up
I believe you.
beyond that. What about on there? Is there anything on there that you would consider to be a connection?
What is this right here?
Lewis passing
Robert. The
Robert?
name Rob or Robert. An R. I kept getting an R connection for you.
Would it be Robin? Maybe?
Could be definitely a Robin, but it's an R connection. Does that connect with what I wrote on the back?
Yes.
Okay, hold on a second.
That's something that was on the show.
Hold on a second, guys.
Yes!
Wait a
Okay,
second.
good.
I want to explain what's going on here. Lewis's girlfriend is named Robin. Okay.
New girlfriend.
That
New
has never been
girlfriend.
mentioned on the show. What's on the back, Lewis?
Life-changing with a heart. It says a girl and tell her.
Okay, well, but I mean, that doesn't strike anything to me, but the Rob connection definitely does. Robin strikes something for me. What do you think of that, Lewis?
I think that we've never mentioned that name on the show.
Okay, good. Thank you.
So it's that's definitely...
Facebook, is there anything there where it could have been determined?
I didn't friend you yet. on
But just
purpose.
we have to hypothetically. I'm just I want to play it all out here.
I guess it's possible.
Okay, but not
Yeah.
that likely.
Right.
Okay, anything else on Lewis other than the Rob connection?
Well,
There's
I
a
think
bunch of stuff here. It's hard for me to decipher, though, because it's all notes.
What's interesting is that on my way here, I knew the three of you were going to be in the room. I did write down on my notes when you emailed me before I got a chance to get on the website, brother. I had to talk to you about your brother. And I do know now that you have a brother that's in the other room.
Right,
So
TV director Natan.
that for me, though, for me, it's right. For me, it makes me go, oh, okay, I'm zoning into the right place. So as an intuitive, I'm constantly doubting even myself to know what's right and what's not right. I mean, I'm writing, I'm going R, it's an R, and I get the connection
you
to it,
have
but I
to
don't
admit,
even
though,
know until there's...
as a skeptic, it's widely available, and even in the clip where this was discussed, that he is my brother, right? So I don't think, even though I'm not disbelieving anything you say,
No.
but it's not going to convince anyone,
No.
so to speak.
No.
Okay.
Well, I got to tell you, the biggest part of my work is I really don't care if you believe or not.
No, that's
not
fine.
with
That's fine.
anyone,
Sure.
really. But I honor the, it's you can acknowledge anything you want to acknowledge. You can deny anything you want to deny, and you can accept what you want. When you 100% deny something, you're not a skeptic, you're a debunker. And I don't find you guys as debunkers.
I'm not at the
Otherwise,
100%.
Monty wouldn't have sent me here.
Are you at 100%, Natan?
I'm not at 100%.
Well, I want to hear from him, though.
Am I at 100% denying?
Right.
No.
Oh, you're not. Okay. All right. Well, let's move on to me then. Maybe let's see what can you pick up off
I
of
know,
me?
but I zoned in on him so much. Can I?
Oh, we can continue. I just didn't know if there was anything else there.
Well, this is what I was picking up first, is that the two of you are totally different. So for you guys to be friends for so long, it's interesting. From music to girls to food, it's all completely different. I was thinking you must be neighborhood friends, not just childhood friends, and it kind of made me think of the movie Stand By Me, so there must be others of you around. And then I was picking up that, well, you guys are just totally different
Right.
to me.
Sure.
Totally different. I call you my nice guy, and I feel like you get it's all your dreams. You get the perception of dreams. He's your yes guy. He's always going to say yes to you, but you always have to listen to him about guests because he knows. He's got that knowing when it comes to
I have to
I don't know about
disagree.
that.
I have
For
to
you.
disagree
Okay,
completely.
disagree.
If we went by his
Tom's like, no.
if we went by Lewis's suggestions on what's good and not good for the show, we would be in a bad spot right now.
No, I think I've been pretty spot on about what guests our audience is going to like and what guests they're not going to like.
I don't know about that.
Even if it's after they've been on, you'll get an idea of what the feedback is going to be once you've experienced them.
Oh,
right?
no, not at all. I have to disagree. I'm the one who says that is going to be critically, that people are going to love that. And he goes, I don't know. Next second, we've got hundreds of emails. So I have to disagree.
Yeah,
Lewis,
I mean, for example, this topic.
this topic here, Lewis thought no one cared about. We're getting academic papers about
No,
the
it's not that
paranormal.
it's not that I
Oh,
thought
yes.
no one cared about it. It's that I thought it didn't really fit with the show. I'm happy to do it. I'm
Lewis
loving
said
it. But
the other day, I quote, he said, "No, none of our audience will be interested in this."
no. I said eventually they're gonna get annoyed with this if we keep this going for too long.
Well, this is the resolution. So,
Right.
anything else on Lewis before we move on to me that is big here?
Well,
don't hold back.
the whole back.
No,
No, he says don't hold
back.
Oh, don't hold back.
Yeah.
I can't hold back. It's one of my problems. I can't lie. I just get talking about your grandparents. Your grandparents seem to come through. Something about New York and New Jersey came through. Music, band, and rock, which you guys said was already on the show, but that's okay. You love to get out and I don't want to say party, but there's quite a wild side to you this is not the norm as far as I'm concerned. I wrote down, and forgive me for being so bold, older women.
Okay,
Okay.
that's a little weird. I don't think we even want to open that can of worms on the show, right?
Well,
I wasn't looking for a can. It was just
Yeah.
a couple of words that popped to my mind that I wanted to just, share.
with deference to discretion and being proper, I don't want to open that up, but it's
We won't.
interesting that that's been mentioned.
it's very interesting. Yes.
Okay.
And there's definitely a connection
Yeah,
there.
That's enough.
Okay.
There's got to be a grandmother, probably on your mom's side. There's got to be a grandmother that's crossed over. Do you understand that? Yes or no?
Crossed over as in has died.
Has died.
Not on my mom's side. Both my grandfathers are gone.
Okay.
But both my grandmothers are alive.
Both your